everybody, or good afternoon, I guess it is now. We are getting ready here for our chair yoga class. So I'm just going to make sure everything is set up so you guys can see my body in the chair, and we will begin. Alrighty, I think we're all set up and ready to go. So you can go ahead and get comfortable in your chair. I invite you to take off your shoes and maybe have some nice comfy socks on your feet so you can just feel the ground beneath you a little bit more. I also invite you to maybe sit towards the front of your chair as we begin practice, just to stop that hunching of the back that we normally do when we sit at desks all day. So today's 30-minute chair yoga practice is going to be themed on the heart chakra. And the reason why I chose the heart chakra today is because it's the center of gratitude and intentions. And right now, I think it's important that we just bring in a more light during this merry, cheery season. And it's also a really good energy center to unlock if we want to live with more appreciation and love in our lives. It also, in a heart chakra practice, we focus on postures that draw the shoulders back, which helps us correct our posture and elongate our spines as well. So if we are sitting in the desk all day and we tend to be hunched over and we close off that heart, this is going to open up that heart, that chest, and hopefully allow you to sit maybe a little bit taller, a little bit stronger. So we are going to begin at the front of the chair. You can begin to sink your seat into the chair below you, nice and heavy. Your hands are going to come right hand to your heart and left hand onto your belly. And you can blink those eyes closed or allow your gaze to go down towards the floor. And here we're going to come into our practice today. We're going to let the past go, the future tasks leave our minds, and come into this present moment. I want you to begin to start to notice your breath. Feel your inhales and exhales entering your body and exiting the body. Now, we can't always control things that happen in our day. We can't control the weather. It just happens every single day. We can't always control the things that our coworkers or people put on us. But what we can control is our attitude. And in our yoga practice, we can control our breath. I want you to begin to try to elongate your inhales and exhales. As you inhale, draw awareness to the belly's expansion and the chest. And as you exhale, release all of your air, slow and controlled. Draw that tummy on in towards the spine. Inhale, you refill that belly, refill the chest. Feel energy draw into the body. Exhale, deep release, nice and controlled. Now, maybe this is your first time ever having to really control your breath. And I want you to know that it is a practice, just like a yoga practice. So I feel like the breath is sometimes the hardest part to connect to. So if at any time during your yoga practice today, you lose the connection to that breath, I want you to know that you can always come back to it. It's always there for you. And this is a safe place to practice connecting with it. Your breath can be a tool to keep you present, to keep your mind calm, and keep your body at ease. So know that there is a deep importance and deep intention to this practice. I want you to know that you can always use your yoga as a tool to lean on, as a tool for betterment, a tool for wellness. And that tool is all within you. That breath is all within you. You are your own tool. You can be your own sanctuary to return to when you need a little bit more peace. Take one more deep, steady breath. Inhale. Exhale, release your air again. And you can bring your hands back to your lap. We're going to begin with some just shoulder tucks. So inhale, draw your hands up your legs. You bring your shoulders to your ears. Exhale, draw the hands back down, relax the shoulders. Inhale, squeeze. Maybe feel a little tension that you've been holding at the top. Exhale, deep release. Once more, inhale, squeeze those shoulders. Exhale, draw the hands back down, right into big shoulder rolls. So you're going to go ahead and bring your fists together, and you're going to have your elbows out. As you inhale, you lift the elbows up, maybe sit a little taller. Exhale, draw the shoulders back. Inhale, come up. Exhale, roll back. So with every inhale, bring those elbows forward. With every exhale, open up that heart, creating some more space through that spine. Move at your own speed, following your own breath. You don't have to be in sync with me. I want you to know this is your practice, so take as much time or as little time as you need to flow through the poses. I'm sure you're doing awesome. We'll do one more. Inhale, lift those elbows. Exhale, hands can relax back down. Right arm is going to crisscross across the body, and we're going to pull that shoulder in using our left arm. Inhale, sit tall, draw the shoulders down and back. Exhale, maybe pull a little bit more. So you're kind of pressing in to that left forearm with every exhale. Take one more inhale and exhale here. As you inhale, we'll switch out the arms. As you exhale, squeeze that left shoulder on in towards your chest. Holding here for a few deep breaths. I always close my eyes in these holds, but you can keep your gaze open if you want to, and maybe focus on a single point in front of you, or you can allow your gaze to maybe go down towards the floor as well. One more round of breath. Breathe in. Exhale. Inhale and come back to center. We're going to go ahead and bring our hands to heart center prayer. As you inhale, we're going to salute the arms above our head. Draw the elbows in towards our ears, elongating that spine. Exhale, hands come back down to heart. Inhale, press tall. Maybe lift that gaze up towards the sky. Exhale, we come back. We'll do 3 more. Press to that seat so you can sit long. Once more. As you bring your hands back to heart center, take an inhale, sit nice and tall, and then we're going to twist. Draw the right elbow behind you. Now your hands can stay at heart, or you can maybe place your hands on the handle or the backrest and maybe twist yourself a little bit deeper. So I invite you to do either one. Every exhale, allow yourself to maybe twist a little bit deeper. This is where you're going to get a good detox, maybe increase the mobility throughout your spine. Twists can move a lot of energy in our body as well. Twists are so great. Inhale, hands come back to heart. Then you bring your body to center. Exhale, twist to the other side. You can stay at heart or use that handle and backrest to twist yourself deeper. Now that gaze can look behind you as well, so you can look towards your left shoulder, or you can look directly on in front of you if that feels better for your neck. Inhale as you bring your hands back to heart center. Exhale for a seated ragdoll. So think about just allowing your upper body to fall over your thighs. If your feet are together, you can keep them there, or you can wiggle them out a little bit farther on the floor as well to create a wider stance. And just let that upper body fall heavy. Your hands can just dangle down towards the floor. Maybe tuck that chin in towards your throat and rock out that head, yes or no. Finding little bits of movement. Now go ahead and plant your left hand onto the floor. As you inhale, you're going to reach your right hand up towards the sky. So you might have to widen your stance if your feet were together. And then just go ahead and maybe look up towards that arm, or you can bind it behind your back to find your left hip crease. Doing a little forward folded twist. Think about really keeping that heart on open, that chest on open towards the ceiling. Activating our heart chakra. Exhale, bring your hand back down to the mat. Inhale, plant the right fingertips as you reach the left fingertips up high. Opting to stay here or find that bind again. The chest keeps drawing outward with every inhale. And if you feel like you have any tension in your face, I want to remind you that yogis are happy people, so you can bring a soft smile to your face. It takes less muscles to smile than it does to frown. It doesn't have to be anything obnoxious. It can just be light and little. Inhale, the left arm goes back up to the sky. Exhale, hands come back down to ragdoll pose. As you inhale, you can slowly roll up your spine, taking your time all the way to the top. We'll begin moving those legs a little bit here. So go ahead and draw that right ankle right above the left knee. As you sit tall, inhale, sit and press maybe on that right thigh to draw those hips on open. Once you feel a nice hip stretch happening through the seat, you can go ahead and bring your hands to prayer. And we're just going to hold here for a few breaths. Feel free to maybe roll the ankle, wiggle the toes, find a little movement at your root. Most importantly, just bring some connection to that breath as you hold here. As you inhale, we're going to bring the hands up overhead, just like we did in those salutes. On your exhale, bring your hands back down, right leg comes back down. Bring that left ankle right above that right knee. Now send that left hip down into the chair to open up that hip. Once you feel that hip open, you feel nice and steady through the legs, hands can come to heart. Breathing here. Ankle rolls, wiggling of the toes, all invited here. As you take your next breath in, hands come overhead, squeeze those elbows to your ears. Exhale, relax your legs back down. We're going to go ahead and bring our hands to prayer heart center in a neutral seat. So ground through those feet, let your seat go nice and heavy. If you're feeling like you're slumping, take a moment to recorrect that posture. And we're going to go ahead and blink the eyes shut here in our chair. And I want you just to take a moment to set an intention for your practice. So you can set an intention maybe for your day or for just your practice. The physical practice of yoga we call asana moves energy in the body. And I think it's important to know where you want to send that energy. Maybe you have a goal or something that you're trying to overcome and accomplish in your life. You can send your energy to that goal. Or maybe you know somebody that could use your energy more than you do today. You can set an intention for them, set an outward intention. Wherever your mind settles and whatever intention you choose, Just know that it's perfect. It comes from this gracious place of the heart that's pure and on purpose. As you take your next breath in, breathe in that intention into your heart space, solidify it there. And as you exhale, bring your hands back down to your side. We're going to go ahead and move out of our chairs now so we can stand. You may find a little larger movements. I'm going to twist the chair to the side just so you can simply see me, but you definitely don't need to. We're going to grab the back of the chair, and on your inhales, we're going to lift the right knee in towards the chest. Tuck that pelvis underneath you to sit tall, and exhale, bring the right knee back down. Now you don't have to use the chair for this either. You can just draw your knees up if you'd like to. So inhale, the left knee comes up. Exhale, left leg comes down. We switch between the legs. Inhale, draw that right knee as far as you can towards that chest. Exhale, bring the leg down. Just moving back and forth. Feeling your energy move as you lift that leg up and you lower it back down, nice and controlled. Now we're going to move into a version of these tucks with a warrior 3 variation. As I finish this last side, this will be my left side. As I start on my right again, I'm going to inhale my right knee up towards my chest. On my exhale, I'm going to hold onto my chair and press back with my right leg. My right foot is flexed. Inhale, I come back up to center. Exhale, I press back into warrior 3. So a little bit of energy moving through those legs. I'm staying on the right side. As you can see, I'm not alternating anymore. We're just going through that right side first. But don't worry, I won't hold you here for too long. So you can invite those shakes in maybe for a little while. You can do some of the work here. We can do the hard things. And sometimes these poses just feel harder because we've been sitting all day. So moving this energy is really, really good. It keeps our bodies nice and strong. Last one, inhale that knee up. Exhale, bring that right foot on down. Finishing your last round, we'll go to the other side. Inhale, that left knee comes up towards the chest. Tuck that pelvis. Exhale, press back with the left foot. Inhale, come up. Press back with that left foot. Really focus on keeping those hips squared down toward the ground as you lean over and press back. I'm sure you guys are doing a great job. You can also challenge yourself to maybe let go of that chair if you'd like to. Otherwise, it's this chair. You gotta feel free to use your chair as much as possible. Last one, inhale that left knee back up towards your chest. Exhale, release. Wiggle your feet out a little farther than hip distance apart for a wide-legged forward fold. Now you can maybe stack your arms on top of each other and lean them on the back of your chair if that's possible for you. You can also just hold onto the chair or maybe not use the chair at all and fold all the way over. So a few different variations for you to take your wide-legged forward fold here. Cooling off, you can maybe walk the legs back and forth to kind of move through those hips. You can also grab opposite elbows, maybe swing back and forth towards your knees. You can just hang here, nice and heavy too. Wherever you're at is perfect. As you inhale, slowly roll yourself back up. Wiggle those feet back in to center. We're going to go ahead and go to tree pose now. So I'll face the side, but you can use your chair out in front of you or out to the side like I am too. Either one works perfectly. So we're going to begin with the feet planted nice and firm onto the mat. As you inhale, we're going to plant our weight into the left foot and draw our right heel up our leg. Now you can kickstand the foot on the floor, bring your foot to your calf, or you can assist that right heel towards your hip crease. So you got 3 levels here today. Now, you can use that chair to hold your balance and help you hold yourself up nice and strong, or you can maybe bring those hands to prayer, heart center. Wherever you're at, remember to be with your breath. Use your tools, that chair if you'd like to. Maybe switch up variations if you want to go to a higher or lower level. I invite you to be courageous and maybe try something new, try a different variation that may be new to you. Take one more breath in. As you exhale, you can release that right leg back down your leg and we'll move to the other side. So go ahead and plant that right foot nice and firm onto the floor and draw that left foot to a variation that feels good. Kickstand, calf, or hip. Once you're there, you can stand here, use that chair, or bring your hands to our chakra, our themed center, our heart. Wherever you're at, hold, take a deep breath. As you inhale, think about really growing that tree. You have roots coming out of your right toes, planting into the earth. The shoulders draw back as you grow and feel longer and taller. One more breath in. And as you exhale, you can bring that left foot back down to the mat, and we'll go ahead and make our way back into our seats. Okay, great job with our standing poses, guys. Let's start going into our cool down. We're going to begin with some basic neck stretches. So we're going to go ahead and take our right hand and grab our left ear. As you exhale, draw that right ear towards your right shoulder. Feeling a nice deep neck stretch. You can focus on bringing that chin up towards the ceiling, and that might deepen your stretch. You can keep your left hand on your lap. If you'd like to intensify the stretch, you can press away with that left hand, and you might feel a deeper stretch to that left side. Inhale, come back to center. Left hand comes to the right ear. Exhale, pull that left ear down towards that right shoulder. Option to stay here or press away. And also, I forgot to cue this when we got into our chair, but if you'd like, make sure that you're not leaning against that backrest, and make sure you're at the front of your chair, sitting nice and tall and grounded into the floor with those feet. As you inhale, come back to center. Exhale, hands come back to your lap. As you inhale, we're going to reach the arms up overhead for a salute. As you exhale, the right elbow is going to bend and the left hand can come behind you to maybe grab the fingertips. So you have a nice lock behind your back. If your fingertips don't reach, that's okay. Just hold here. Feel that heart opening as you squeeze the shoulders back together. Take one more inhale to squeeze. Exhale to relax the shoulders down and release. Opposite side, inhale, we do a salute. Exhale, left elbow bends, right fingertips come back. Now you maybe find that latch at the fingertips, or just allow your hands to be where they're at. Attention is at the heart as we breathe and hold. One more inhale, squeeze the shoulder blades back a little bit more. Exhale, release the hands back onto your lap. And you can begin to lean back into the backrest of your chair. We're moving to our relaxation part of our yoga practice. So your hands can be rest on your armrest or on your lap. You can just focus on bringing that seat nice and heavy behind you. Your feet can be right underneath you, or you can let them go long, maybe out in front of you if that feels better. Just get nice and comfortable and relaxed here in your chair for what we call your final Shavasana. Those eyes can blink shut, and you can allow yourself to find that sense of rest here in your chair. And then we'll begin today's meditation. Which is the sun meditation. I want you to begin to visualize or imagine a sunshine above your head, high in the sky. Just notice its golden and white rays streaming across a light blue sky. I want you to feel that sun's warmth, that sun's glow. Notice how that warmth and glow feel on your skin. Allow yourself to feel that nourishing energy upon your skin. Now I want you to take hold of that sunshine that's high above your head, beaming in beautiful white and golden light. And on your exhales, I want you to visualize that sun coming down into your body, through your crown, all the way to the bottoms of your feet, filling your body with that nourishing, beautiful white and golden light. And as you inhale, visualize that light coming all the way back up your feet, up your legs, stomach, chest, throat, crown, back up into the sky. Exhale, the light comes down into your body, nourishing, purifying, fueling you with beautiful white and golden energy. As you inhale, that light continues to fill you as it comes up your body through your feet, legs, arms, chest, and crown, back up into the beautiful sky where it refuels its energy at its source. Exhale, the sun comes down into your body. Inhale, the sun goes back out into the beautiful sky. With every exhale, draw that light down into your body. And with every inhale, draw it back up through your body into the sky. Allowing this light to flow up and down with ease. Meditating there. Now you can continue meditating on that beautiful sunshine. Otherwise, you can start to wake up your body by wiggling your fingertips and toes. And with your eyes remaining shut, you can make your way back to the edges of your chair. Allow yourself to sit tall once you get there. And then we'll bring the hands to prayer, heart center, where we'll close out practice all together. So thank you guys for practicing with me over the last 4 weeks. I really enjoyed being able to bring you guys the gift of yoga. I want you to also know that I am so happy to bring you the gift and notice the gifts within yourself. All of the things that you did over the last 4 weeks were within you, your breath, your body, your movement, the releasing of thoughts, the taking in of new thoughts. That was all within you. You are the power source you need to create the life that you desire. All it takes is maybe a few little minutes of movement or breath work or yoga to recognize that power. Continue practicing, continue to notice the gifts that are within you. The love and light in me honors the love and light in you. Namaste.